Let me be frank. South Africa is in an educational crisis. We are cultivating an ill-educated youth, unable to take advantage of life's opportunities. Too many of our learners are being pushed through the system despite being unable to master literacy. Unable to cope at higher levels, many of these learners either drop out of school or fail to pass grade 12.
The 1980s were very turbulent years for schools in the townships. It was evident that the apartheid era was coming to an end. Students were rebelling against what they termed gutter education, second-class education which was offered to them as black students. Sometime in 1984, we were approached by the Department of Education and Training, which was the Department for Black Education. How about starting a day school to accommodate failed matrics? They wanted an education equal to white counterparts. They were deprived long enough. Lagunya Finishing School was founded in January 1985.
Lessons began in the church on creche chairs, little tiny chairs for adults, secretly, and teachers came in at night illegally to the townships, and just huge, unusual efforts were made to provide people with education who should have been able to have it, to right injustice.
I've always wanted to be a doctor, and at my previous school I wasn't obtaining the marks that were required at university level, but when I came to Lagunya, my life changed. I went from lower grades to a straight A student.
Lagunya Finishing School is the reason why I'm in this position right now. After I completed my matric at Lagunya, I registered with the University of the Western Cape and I did my B.Admin degree there. Then after that, I went to the University of Stellenbosch and I did my honors there. Then I'm currently doing my master's with the University of Stellenbosch. I am the only one in my family who managed to be educated to this level. All that honor, I take it back to Lagunya.
The school, for me, it means a lot because I'm very much proud of this school, as I can see my direction now. And I can see that exactly I can achieve the dream that I had. I can achieve it through the school because now I know exactly who I am and I know where I do have a direction. I know where am I going.
I want to be a policeman.
I want to be a social worker.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be a writer.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be a teacher.
I want to be a social worker.
I want to be an actor.
The reasons for the school being closed have not been made clear.
They're closing down the school, so there's no other choice but to stay home.
They are closing our future.
There's just a lot of hearsay.
I want to have nowhere to go.
I have a dream.
If I can't be a doctor,
I'm thinking of the future of our kids.
Very murky.
They're gonna be gangsters
sweeping the streets.
Because I won't have the money to go to college.
The teachers were more like mentors to us.
The best way out of poverty is education.
The school has been there for years.
I think it's a complete tragedy.
Imagine young people being uneducated. What country is that? Where are we going? We tried to approach Donald Grant, but he said he has nothing to do with the students. We are the main stakeholder in this, you see. If now he is saying he has nothing to do with the students, what does that mean?
My name's Paul Bowie. I'm the head of ministry for the Minister of Education of the Western Cape, Donald Grant. The minister inherited a potentially messy situation from previous administrations relating to Ligunya Finishing School. It's important to realize that there is only one such facility of this kind left in South Africa. They have all been closed down throughout South Africa because in many ways they are an anachronism. They teach the old curriculum, and some sort of temporary arrangement was made to allow students to write under the old curriculum, but that is now past its sell-by date, and we now need to look forward. So we are certainly very conscious of the circumstances of these learners, and in our planning, should we decide to close Ligunya, we'll ensure that every possible avenue is available to the students. Those who are of a school-going age would be accommodated in other Langa high schools, which are currently underutilised, and if they're above school-going age, there would then be provision be made at FET colleges, at private colleges, and would make our best effort to ensure that they're able to continue their studies.
As a black nation, we just start to improve ourselves. They are dragging us back to what we were. You see, as young people of today, we are now just trying to get rid of what happened in those ages of apartheid time, the apartheid regime, but they are bringing us back to that now. You see?
And particularly in this area of all areas, the Cape Flats, the statistics of crime, of poverty of the Cape Flats they're globally leading in negative terms, if you understand me. And so to attack a centre like this, which is a prime force for turning those statistics around, it's nonsense, it's ridiculous, it's criminal, and it's not right. It shouldn't be allowed.
Many of the students, and it mustn't be forgotten, failed because they probably didn't actually work hard enough.
As a person who sacrificed a lot, I sacrificed a lot, because I left behind my family. I've got my own family. I've got my own family, kids, my wife. I left them at home. I am here. But to play? No, not at all. Not at all. I'm here to further my studies, to pursue my dream.
We have 1 million learners in our care, and as much as we are sensitive to the needs of the just over 1,000 students at Ligunya, they are not the most important.
If it means death to me, I'd rather die, because by doing this, you are killing me alive. You better kill me now physically, for me to know that I've got no future.